we're back. So they're warming up. We got Ryan Smith and Berklee Pair versus Michael Lucas Jr. and Michael Dingus. I am Brandon Spady sitting next to Steve Saleo, and we will be commentating this game for you guys. And we are at the Marriott here in Norfolk, Virginia, and this is the Atlantic Coast Conference. And this is the conference number 1, advanced doubles. Let's kind of show y'all where we're at in the bracket here. Getting this chart to load. And you can see that over here on court 1, this is the game that we are broadcasting live. We got a good game with Alan Rockwell and Matthew Stout versus Matthew Morton and Brad Powers over on court 2. And it's a close game over here. It's 18-15 with Alan and Matthew barely having the lead against Matthew Morton and Brad Powers.
Now, of course, this is in the loser's bracket, and they're fighting their way back to get to the winner's bracket. And who's in the king seat, Brandon?
Jordan Kamba and James Baldwin are sitting in the king seat. They had to beat Cameron and Allison to get there. So you can see Cameron and Allison has to wait it out. So they have a guarantee to the loser's bracket final. All right, so let's take you back live. Is this actually live? Have they started, or is this still warm up? All right, they have started. Looks like Berklee had a bag off to the side. So if I'm correct, I think that Michael and Michael got 2, right? And they did. All right. Michael with the first throw.
Michael and Michael sounds like an attorney's firm.
Right.
Law firm.
Law firm of Michael and Michael.
Yeah, maybe it's a cornhole firm.
But this is Michael Dingus throwing.
It is.
Yep, against Ryan Smith.
He's been excellent for many, many years. I've known him probably for 8 years. He's been great, great thrower.
Moves off to the left, so he has a bumper. And makes it easier for him to throw it up the middle, and we got a tie game. Berklee first throw, but it's hanging inside the hole. That bag's definitely coming back. And it's still moving, and there he goes. Got the drop. All right, 4-bagger.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, last game, Ryan Smith was averaging over 10 points per round.
Yep, I think Ryan's bag's out of play, barely hanging in there. Could get it, but it'd be probably not worth trying for. Now it's out of play entirely. See if Dingus can pick up 2. Michael's got it. And the score is 4-2. The cornhole firm of Michael and Michael.
So Michael Lucas Jr. and Berklee Pair. So Michael Lucas
He's not
has
missed yet.
2 4-baggers in a row so far, and
Just
there's his
one.
first miss. Berklee's averaging 11 points per round right now.
That's actually a good bag right there for Berklee. Oh, yeah, that went fast off the back. You could squeeze it. Nope. 6-5 on that round. Dingus and Lucas Jr. pick up 1. Looks like it's 5-2. Still playable. Totally in play. It goes.
Okay, so what do you counter offer?
And it looks like double 4-bagger there. These guys, oftentimes the case. Usually you don't see Berklee off to the right or left. He's usually up the middle, but not 2 bags in a round, not normally. Picked up a couple more. 7-2. Guys are hitting it. Oh, wow. Up 2 more. Consistency generally of these guys are incredible. Lucas Jr. and Dingus. I mean, they're all super consistent, but they've played together for so many years. Michael and Michael. They know each other's game so well, have confidence in each other. Great team. Good cleanup there by Berklee. And they get going again.
Let's keep fighting for 2 points around.
Somebody make one small mistake.
Got to keep it within that red zone. And it's
That's
outside
outside
of the
red zone.
Yep.
Well, you want half your bag in the red zone. Keep it in play.
Now he's using that bag,
Cornhole ace zone.
the ace red zone. Yep.
Two rounds just climbed up 4 points. As you can see, the score 9-6, 6-9. Berklee's throwing first up the middle. Michael follows.
Ooh,
Unlikely.
that's the
Unlikely
first we
right there.
saw. Front of the board. All right, so just to give you an idea here, we got Michael Dinges throwing 11.33. It's its average round score. Same for Ryan Smith. Neither of them have a bag off.
It's pretty incredible, isn't it?
It is. Looks like whenever they start around,
Yeah.
it'll make it look like they have 4 off, but this is Michael Berklee's actual score. It's like every time it switches, well, someone's screwed up.
Right.
So it's like they're constantly throwing bag for bag. It's crazy right now because it's like Berklee and Michael Lucas Jr. has an average round score of 9.83, both of them, and then Ryan's throwing against Michael Dinges, and they both have an average round score of 11.33.
So Michael just threw 1 off, and Ryan picked up 3 on him. The longer you go, typical rounds, average round per, goes down. And you can have a few good rounds, then something's probably going to happen. Something's going to clog. They throw an airmail off maybe, but still high scores.
So you can see James Washington in the background there. It's James Washington and Mike Harvey versus Alan Rockwell and Matthew Stout. It's a close game over there on court 2. It's Alan Rockwell and Matthew Stout winning 7-6. So a good game over there as well.
We'll see what happens here. If he goes through it, or stays behind it, or goes over it. Sweet shot.
Ooh.
Michael goes up, misses, goes deep, off the board. Ryan's doing it again. Hits him in instead and flies off the board.
Definitely not what he wanted.
Airmails, live or die by it.
He probably should have just followed up there with just a block.
He pulls him in a little bit more. Michael can sweep it up, and he misses
That was a
off the back.
very unusual round for them two.
Wow.
For both of them to have a 11-point average round, and then they both throw like that. That's
He's kicking himself. Man, like in baseball, it's like you got to go to the next play. You can't dwell on an error or whatever. Got to move on. Not let it get in your head.
It's like Michael and Michael had the lead early on, and then Ryan and Berklee is just slowly nicking
Yeah,
at it.
there's been some mistakes like that. I mean, Michael Jr., great thrower, knows he should have got that last one. Wishes he had that bag over. Didn't pick up 2. Could have, but didn't. Straightening out the boards. Looks good to both of them. And Ryan is ready to throw. Well, that helps Ryan actually quite a bit there. With a spin, you can pull that in, and he just brought it closer. But his bag, the other one's out of play. Ryan can go through it all, or lay it behind him.
Think he's going for the airmail?
He could do that, but
Probably
there's
needs
no sense in doing that because it's an easy push for Dingus.
to lay the block.
I
for
would leave it
defense.
there and let Dingus go up for it. He still probably might pull him in still. He hasn't thrown his airmail good lately, the last few rounds. See what happens with the block shot. Yep.
Great blocker.
Well, that's not.
Well,
he
it's
could-
kind of on.
He could pull it around.
it's
From what
like
I can
Dingus
tell,
has to go to the outside.
yeah.
He has
Depends
to
if he's
go
got a curl
outside
back,
in.
if he can cut it. Not sure he's got a cut shot. I don't know if he has a cut shot or not. We're going to find out here, or if he's going to airmail it. He does not want to give him 3 because that'll be game he's got to at least be on.
He just played it safe.
He did play it safe.
Just give him the 2 points and
Conceded 2. Takes him to 20.
like both teams are. All the players are still averaging around 10 points per round.
I think green bag fell there. Wow. Kicking himself now, missed the whole thing. See if Lucas can take 3. And
Fogged it up.
wow. You want to say somebody got 1 point. Michael, Lucas, and Dingus, I think, picked up 1 on that.
So they're finally in double digits.
2010, they got work to do. They feel like they can do it. I'm pretty sure they know they can throw. Get their focus on here.
So
That's a good spot.
Yes, it
Good
is.
spot for a bag.
Keeping it right around that red zone.
Look at that shot. That's a good shot. It's like a sniper shot.
Looks like
Green
Ryan's.
bag's still in play, Brandon. Yep. It looks
Yep.
like it's going to go now. They're
Oh,
just ready to drop.
there's a good blocker there. Trying to get around it. Just misses it. So if Ryan can just push right through here
For
for the
game.
4-bagger, and that's
Got it.
game. Just like that.
Boom. Great
Yeah.
game.
Ryan Smith with the 10.56 average round score. That's pretty consistent with what he did the previous game.
There you go.
Here, let's go ahead and show you. This is the score zone player stats.
Exactly the same Michael Lucas Jr. in Berkeley. Exactly every aspect. Average bags in. Scoring percentage.
Pretty impressive. That game was right around 19 minutes long. And we still have a pretty good game going on here in the background on court 2.
I am going to take a break off of the mic.
Well-
Brandon, thanks for the opportunity, brother.
Yeah, thank you for joining
Appreciate
in.
it,
I
bro.
appreciate it. All right, so that's Steve Saladio signing out. The game that I was talking about is Allen.
Board 16, Matthew and Chris Collins on board 16.
On court 2 is Alan Rockwell and Matthew Stout. It's winning 16-8 against Mike Harvey and James Washington. Let's get an update on the bracket here. All right, so again, we have Jordan Kamba and James Baldwin in the king seat. This is for the advanced doubles. All right. Let's see where we stand. This was the game we just broadcasted. So Ryan Smith and Berklee pair move forward. We're waiting for that game on court 2, the one that Allen and Matthew Stout are currently winning. We have to wait for that game to finish, and they'll be over here on court 1 once that finishes up. I don't have a camera for that court, so I can't show you that game, unfortunately. But I'm watching it in the background, and that game actually started prior to this game. So that's definitely a good game right there. So the winner of this game will play Ryan and Berklee. That's what we're going to broadcast next. And then the winner of that game has to play Cameron and Allison. So that will be the losers bracket finals. And the winner of that game goes on to play Jordan Kamba and James Baldwin. Let's go over here. Allen and Matthew are winning 17 to 10. Stalin on their scores. So there is a small little glitch here on this tracker. You can only get the accurate round score after each person throws. So this is accurate for Mike Harvey and Matthew Stout, but this is not accurate for James Washington and Alan Rockwell. They have not thrown 5 off. He's actually thrown 1 off, and Allen's only thrown 2 off and not 6. It's just whenever they start another throw. So like here, I'm gonna refresh it. So see how that's fixed, and it added 4 bags off. So this is the true score, average round score for James Washington and Alan Rockwell. And once Mike Harvey and Matt Stout stops their round, then their scores will update. So pretty impressive here. Still averaging right around 9 to 10 points per round. So all right, I got Troy Brickhouse joining us now. Yeah, you can't hear me. Yeah, but they can hear you though.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
This first time on a broadcast court. Kind of like this.
Yep. So it looks like they finally finished up here. So Allen and Matthew ended up winning it 21 to 10.
That's a good win.
So, all right, so that's the game we're going to have next now. It's going to be Ryan Smith and Berklee pair versus Alan Rockwell and Matthew Stout. So we're going to go ahead in this broadcast. I'm going to update the title information, and we're going to start a new broadcast. So look forward to that here in the next about 5 minutes.